want to upload like data sheets and other items into IntelliFront so that people can look at things without having to leave the IntelliFront application, you can do that. So, and O&M manuals is nav specific. It would tend to be, you would tend to upload more information, I think, at the equip level. So if I have a data sheet on my computer for the 6100 controller, it's not in your virtual training files. You could, I'm just going to link to a PDF essentially. So you could pick any PDF. It doesn't necessarily need to be, actually, I think I'll do it for the ASIC 3. So I have this PDF for 9540. And again, you could pick any PDF. It doesn't necessarily need to be the 9540 data sheet, just to show you how you can upload resources into IntelliFront. So I'm going to go to the air handler level in nav. And then I'm going to do menu O&M manuals. And I want to add a new resource. So you can give the resource a name like 9540 data sheet. In this case, there's a content on filter, because just like graphics and programs, we can add a resource that applies to multiple records in the database. So every equip tagged as an HU should see the 9540 data sheet if all my area handler controllers use 9540 controllers. The content type, they have sales cut sheet and data sheet. I think of those as the same, but you could choose either one. There's different groupings. Don't really need a folder path or a hyperlink or an existing file. So now I click add. And so there's a data sheet. And so for any air handler now, if I go to floor 2, AHU3, O&M manuals, I see a data sheet that I can click on and view. That's not the data sheet. Oh, you know what? I don't think I clicked upload. That's what, I'm sorry, I missed that. I got ahead of myself. So I think I can edit that. Yeah, so what I need to do is choose the file. So I created everything but choosing the file. So at that point, I will upload my data sheet. Training USB, basic 3, there's my data sheet. Sorry, got ahead of myself. So now that there's my resource name, my filter, the type, I chose the file, then I click add, then it uploads into the database. So now if I choose 9540 data sheet and view, then it shows the data sheet. The viewer is a little weird. It doesn't look like it's the default PDF viewer. Another way to do it is if you want to link to a page on our website that has a data sheet. So I'll open a new tab. I'll go to asicontrols.com. I will go to products and browse. And then I'll go to 9540 overview data sheet. So here's the link to the PDF on our website. So I can copy that. And then if I go back to IntelliFront, I'm still nav to an air handler. I could do menu, O&M, add new, and I could call this ASI 9540 data sheet. I'll choose it as a sales cut sheet just to be, so you can have different categories here on the right. And so instead of choosing a file, I'm going to add the hyperlink by pasting that path that I copied into the add hyperlink section rather than uploading a file. Then I click add. Now I have a sales cut sheet. I could have added it to data sheet, then there would just be 2 in there. But now if I go to sales cut sheet and pick the ASI 9540 data sheet and choose hyperlink instead of view, then it opens a new tab and goes to that page. So that's a way to make all your online documentation available all within the IntelliFront application. And there's some, there's good categories that you have wiring diagrams or drawings, sequences of operation points. There's some pretty good groupings in there. Those would be typical types of drawings or files that you might have associated with your project. So O&Ms can be done all within IntelliFront, so that you don't need to provide a separate O&M if your customer accepted that as a good way to deliver O&Ms.